Hello, everybody. Hi, this is Karina here. Good day, and welcome to episode number 14 of the show. And today, as usual, the market is still down, right? Looking at the Bitcoin price charts, thing is, it has actually recovered slightly from the low of $4,282 yesterday to about $4,569, $4,570 about today. Now, given that, and I've also scanned the news, right? There's really not very much interesting news that's worthy to talk about today. So I thought it would be interesting because to share something a little different today. First up, I want to first introduce something called a Dollar Vigilante. This is a newsletter and they also hold events, right? And what their mission is basically they are free market individual who protest the government monopoly on money and financial policies, such as fractional reserve banking and unbacked fiat currencies, by selling those same fiat currencies in favor of other assets, often including hard assets like gold, silver, foreign real estate, and Bitcoin. They're also famous for recommending Bitcoin when it was at $3 back in 2011. Now, I'm not going to play this YouTube video, but I saw this YouTube video and it was by Jeff Berwick at the Texas Bitcoin conference back in end of October this year, which is about 3 weeks ago. In that video, he basically was saying that his strategy when the crisis hits is that, and he foresee that when a crisis hits, and he was talking about the overall financial crisis that he sees is going to happen very soon, along with many people, right, including even Ray Dalio, the famous trader. Everyone is predicting a financial crisis either sometime this year or next year, right, or even 2020. Now, given this time frame, right, basically he's saying, Jeff, but what he's saying he will do is that he has loaded up on a lot of precious metal, basically your gold and silver, which has not, in fact, it has been holding, and that's really the disappointment to a lot of people who are gold bugs, right, gold and silver bugs, because they were hoping that, prices will actually shoot up by a lot over the last few years, but nothing like that happened. And so, in fact, gold and silver is the one that, has appreciated the least in the last few years. And he's saying when the crisis happens and, he foresee then the Bitcoin market and overall crypto market will also be affected for a while because, now it is also quite a lot of interlinkages, that the pessimism will just spill over to all asset class and cryptocurrency will not be spared. And he foresee at that point then, cryptocurrency will drop even further. So like Bitcoin, for example, he foresee that it would drop down to even 3,500 now. And he said at that point, what he will do is he will use his gold and silver as collateral, right? So he will not sell those. He will use those as a collateral and borrow money against them to actually accumulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Now, this is a very interesting strategy, which I thought it'd be quite useful to share with everybody, right? In case you have those hard assets lying around, this may be a good strategy to play as well, right? Even if you're not thinking of pouring them into crypto assets, you can think about also leveraging them to buy into stocks, which, some very solid ones, right? Like Apple, or even buy the index of S&P 500 in the event of a crisis. Then prices will be very low, right? That's how people like John Frank Templeton got rich, right? He really bought a lot of all these assets when the crisis happens, right? Now, having said that, that's one of the, well, I know I said not much worthy news, but still, there's this, I cannot resist sharing this piece of news, right? John McAfee has basically tell every panic sellers out there to just relax, and he's basically arguing that every bear market is like a winter. It will be always followed by a glorious spring. So just relax. He's of course famous, for saying publicly that, if Bitcoin doesn't hit 1 million in the next few years, he will basically eat his man's genitor in public, right? So yeah, so that's all I have today, and I hope you enjoy this. It's a bit different from my usual gigs. And okay, so have a good day and live with passion and see you tomorrow. Thanks.